Are you ready to master the cloud without getting buried in technical jargon? Welcome to your guide for securing the modern digital frontier. The days of hiding behind a single corporate firewall are over. As organizations move to the cloud, the bad guys have more ways in than ever. In this course, we're going to show you how to build a zero-trust fortress where nothing is left to chance. We'll break down the who, what, and where of Azure RBAC. Simplify the mystery of your digital ID cards with Microsoft Entra ID, and show you how to make security both unhackable and easy for your team using MFA and self-service tools. By the end of this video, you'll know how to give users just enough access to do their jobs while keeping the hackers out for good. Your journey to cloud confidence starts right now. Let's dive in. In today's digital era, organizations have moved beyond the physical office walls. This digital transformation means your data and employees now live in the cloud. We can't just use a single firewall perimeter fence anymore. The bad guys have more ways in. To fix this, we've adopted a zero-trust mindset. It's like a super secure building where every person needs to show ID at every single door. We secure these digital keys using 3 key rules. First, we verify explicitly. We trust nothing, checking the user, their device health, and even where they are in the world. Next, we use least privilege. This is need-to-know access, giving users just enough power to do their job and no more. Finally, we assume breach. We build our defenses as if a hacker is already in the house, isolating and encrypting everything to lock them down. In the massive world of Microsoft Azure, we need a reliable way to manage who can touch your cloud resources, like servers or databases. We call this RBAC, or Role-Based Access Control. Think of it as a mechanical process that connects 3 vital pieces. First, we have the principal. This is the who. It could be a person, a team, or even an automated piece of software. Next is the role, which defines the what. Roles are lists of permissions, like a reader who can only look, or an owner who can do everything. Finally, there is the scope, which is the where. This tells us exactly which folder or account those permissions apply to. By precisely connecting the right person to the right role at the right scope, we create a safe environment where a junior developer can do their work without any risk of accidentally deleting the entire company database. If RBAC is about the locks on the doors, identity management is about the ID cards that get you through them. Microsoft Entra ID, which many of us still know as Azure Active Directory, is the digital vault where these ID cards are stored. But these cards aren't just for employees. We also manage managed identities, which act as automated ID cards for software, like a website that needs to talk to a database without a human ever typing a password. Then there are external identities. B2B allows partners to use their own work email to join your team, while B2C lets customers log in with their social media accounts to buy your products. Finally, for companies with old-school servers in the basement, hybrid identity tools sync those local passwords with the cloud. This ensures every user only needs to remember one single login for every resource they touch. We all know that passwords alone are weak. They're too easy to forget, and even easier for hackers to steal. That's why we use multi-factor authentication, or MFA, to add extra layers of protection. By combining something you know, like a password, with something you have, like a phone app, or something you are, like a fingerprint, we make unauthorized access nearly impossible. But what happens when a user forgets that password? Instead of clogging up the IT help desk, Azure provides self-service password reset. A user simply uses their MFA factors to prove their identity and resets the password themselves. With Password Writeback, that new password automatically syncs from the cloud back to the local office servers, keeping everything secure and perfectly in sync for a frictionless experience. In the modern world, passwords alone are simply too weak to protect your data. That's where multi-factor authentication, or MFA, comes in. It adds extra layers of proof by combining something you know, like a password, with something you have, such as a phone app, or something you are, like a fingerprint. To keep things running smoothly without constant calls to IT, Azure offers self-service password reset. If you forget your password, you can use your MFA factors to prove who you are, and reset it yourself instantly. Best of all, with Password Writeback, that new password is automatically synced to your office's local servers, ensuring you stay connected everywhere with just one update. In this course, we explored how modern organizations shifted from physical offices to the cloud, making traditional firewalls insufficient. We established that staying safe required a zero-trust mindset, which treated every access request as a potential threat by verifying explicitly, limiting access, and assuming a breach had already occurred. We then examined Azure RBAC, the mechanical process used to connect a principal to a specific role at a defined scope, to ensure precise permissions. We transitioned into identity management, where Microsoft Entra ID served as the digital vault for employees, software accounts, and external partners. Finally, we looked at how multi-factor authentication and self-service password reset added critical layers of security while keeping cloud and local servers perfectly in sync through password write-back.